Expensive fireplaces, a resident chef, a 4-bedroom guest house, and 2 seaside cottages, the cutely named Sequin and Edward Carey, each valued at an additional $2 to $3 million. Or maybe you don't even bother with a house. Maybe you live on a yacht like Sakura, the 192-foot, 5-deck, $10 million floating mansion owned by Oracle CEO Larry Ellison. Or the aptly named Acquisition, which you took off the hands of former WorldCom CEO Bernie Ebbers after the company he led hid more than $7 billion in losses and scuttled its stock. Or maybe these are just too small time for you. If that's the case, try out Kozlowski's $25 million, 130-foot historic sloop Endeavor, which costs the Tyco tycoon $700,000 a year to maintain. Or are you one of those corporate titans who has so many million-dollar residences scattered around the globe that you have trouble settling down? Perhaps you'd rather shuttle between homes on your corporate jet. Or is even that too restrictive? When General Electric's retired CEO Jack Welch got fed up with his fleet of cramped corporate jets, he did what any self-respecting capitalist idol would do. He went out and bought a couple of much larger Boeing 737-700s. His allergy to baggage claim is said to be so extreme that even in retirement, GE kept a plane at the ready for his impulsive wanderings. Only after the arrangement was made public in his divorce filings did Welch agree to pay $2 million a year to reimburse GE for the jet and a few other perks. How do you make the most of a long weekend? Instead of planning a backyard barbecue, do you take off for an afternoon at a beach halfway around the world, say in Fiji or Bora Bora, courtesy of your generous shareholders? Or do you line up a golf date with the President of the United States? Why not jet off to a sunny spot closer to home like Bermuda or the Cayman Islands? CEOs like Joe Forehand of Accenture and Herbert Henkel of Ingersoll Rand can go there and still claim they're on the job, because their companies are technically headquartered in these centers of high finance with warm tropical breezes and no taxes. How about a little extra spending money? Are you crafty enough to line up the special kind of financing that netted Bernie Ebbers $408 million in loans? Hey, why bother with a nosy bank when you can just write yourself a check for a few $100 million from your very own corporate kitty at no or extremely low interest? And if you can't pay it back, maybe your company will let you slide for a few months or years or even forgive the whole thing, like E-Trade did with CEO Christos Katsakis' $15 million loan. After all, you're the boss. And what would happen if, God forbid, you caught a few bad breaks and were forced out of your job? Are you confident that even if you really messed up and not only lost all the company's money but also lost thousands of other people their jobs, you'd still walk away with millions of dollars in bonuses and options and an extremely generous annual pension payment? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you live in a very special suburb of America, CEOville. It's a cushy, exclusive enclave that has broken away from the rest of the Republic, where the motto is Land of the Free, Home of the Offshore Tax Shelter. The currency is emblazoned with the inscription, In God and crooked accountants we trust, and the Declaration of Independence includes the phrase, All men are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are stock options, golden parachutes, and the reckless pursuit of limitless wealth. In all likelihood, though, you're living in the other America, the one 99.9999% of the country has to make do with. The one in which a record-breaking 1.5 million filed for bankruptcy between March 2001 and March 2002. The one in which investors have lost nearly $9 trillion since March 2000, and retirement assets lost 11% of their value, $630 billion, over roughly the same period. How did this divisive and anti-democratic tale of two Americas come to pass? How did the impossibly rich upper crust get impossibly crustier? How did we allow the haves to have so insanely much while the rest of America got